he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You saying you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means.
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man.
Kind of, in the most respectful way, like make him regret, coming out of retirement, to face.
The boxing world is shocked after reports surfaced about Manny Pacquiao's sparring session ahead of his fight with Mario Barrios. His sparring partner confirmed they trained together, but refused to share any details about what happened. When asked if he had knocked Pacquiao out, he reportedly laughed without giving a clear answer. This mysterious response has sparked speculation about Pacquiao's current condition and whether he's truly prepared for the upcoming bout.
Now you're a big deal. And didn't you spar Manny Pacquiao around that time?
Yeah.
How's Manny Pacquiao in the ring?
Oh, man, we worked so much. We worked so much together. Freddie Roach, I can quote him. He said that the best fights, sparring he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You saying you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia has voiced serious doubts about Manny Pacquiao's return, emphasizing that at 46 years old, the odds are heavily stacked against him. Garcia believes the decision to step back into the ring is unwise, citing the brutal demands of modern boxing and the significant risk factor for someone well past his prime. He pointed out that although Manny has accomplished more than most boxers ever will, time remains undefeated. The age gap between Pacquiao and today's elite fighters cannot be ignored.
Lastly, Robert, do you think Pacquiao wins this fight?
Man, look, Pacquiao's is a legend. He's a legend. He's man, everybody, myself, Mexicans, people love him because he's just such a great person. He helps a lot. Everything he does is to help people out, and I know of so many stories of people that he's helped, things that he's done in his country. So you can't help not like him and not wish him well. But I got 36. It's too hard.
46, yeah. 46.
Oh, my bad. 46. Yeah. He's 4 years younger than me, man. I don't see myself even able to, box for 12 rounds against a young fighter. Even though Barrios might be the lighter of the welterweight division.
Right.
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man. But it's done. It's been done before, man. Foreman done it. Hopkins did it. Leonard came back. Also and did it after a long retirement. So, is it possible? Yeah. Does he have the talent to do it? Yeah. Was he one of the best fighters of all times? Yeah. So we could see him pull.
According to Garcia, the agility, reflexes, and endurance that once defined Pacquiao are no longer what they used to be. And in a fight of this level, that can make all the difference. Sports analysts have shown hesitation in fully backing Pacquiao's comeback. Their lack of confidence doesn't come from doubting his legacy, but rather from observing the present circumstances. However, they also acknowledge that Manny's return is not a decision made lightly. Coming out of retirement at this stage reflects a fierce inner drive and an unshakable belief in himself.
I know I have been these last couple of weeks, watching all these old fights, looking at interviews, watching him train. It just makes you think, like, does he have one more in him? I don't know. He thinks so, and we're gonna watch him try at least.
Against Mario Barrios, he's gonna be looking for the WBC World Tour World titles, huh?
Yeah. Barrios is a world champion in a welterweight division that is about as weak as I've ever seen it. I think probably people older than me won't ever remember. This might be the weakest welterweight division in history, especially with the removal of Ennis, who's likely seen his last fight at welterweight. I do believe that there are guys coming up in the pipeline that are pretty good welterweights, but they're not at the championship, or they're not getting the championship shot quite yet. But if there's a moment in time where an older fighter can jump in and maybe steal a moment or steal a belt and win a championship and do something special, it's probably right now. It's Mario Barrios losing the welterweight title isn't exactly Michael Moore losing the heavyweight title to George Foreman, when Moore had just beaten Evander Holyfield. It was a shock when Foreman beat him. but nonetheless, it's still an accomplishment. And you know, I think, dude, I think Barrios sucks. So I think, I think.
They argue that a fighter like Pacquiao wouldn't risk everything unless he truly believed he could still compete. While they refrain from making bold predictions, some admit that Manny's heart and competitive spirit might be enough to carry him through. If his conditioning is right and his timing returns during the fight, an upset win remains within reach. Mario Barrios has not minced words about his intentions for the fight. The young and confident fighter declared that Manny Pacquiao's decision to come out of retirement is a mistake he will come to regret.
So yeah, then, well, I guess I'll put it this way. Like, I don't think based on that, then you should be surprised with anything Manny does, or is it like, well, we'll see with the first punch how that mimics the sparring?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the like best way, right? Because I mean, again, we have been trying to mimic or trying to get the looks that Manny brings as best as we can, but still, everything it's gonna come down to fight night. I'm still preparing for the best version of like Manny that I can. I'm not going in there like expecting to be like facing an old man. So yeah, I'm expecting him to be fast, to be moving. So yeah, I'm just expecting the best from him.
I would think because you're younger, that the later the fight goes, the more it's in your favor, right? Like, do you guys feel that?
I feel that I have confidence, and the longer the fight goes, right? It's I mean it's my job to go in there and yeah, like make him feel like the old man, make him feel you know kind of in the most respectful way, like make him regret coming out of retirement, to face me, but make him question it, right? Like why did I?
Barrios has been studying Pacquiao recent training footage closely and tailoring his preparation accordingly. He pointed out the visible decline in Manny's speed and conditioning in those clips, making it clear that age is not just a number, it's a real factor in elite competition. Barrios emphasized that he respects what Manny has done in the past, but the version of Pacquiao he's about to face is not the one who dominated a decade ago. He aims to use this opportunity to launch himself into greater prominence by decisively beating a legend as multiple analysts, including one notably vocal panel of 11 experts, have expressed concern about Pacquiao's physical condition. They recall,
Manny Pacquiao's going to get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, like, Mario Barrios is, like, far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year, and he arguably lost to like a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. Like, this dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel.
His most recent end fight, which didn't end, in convincing fashion, and point out that his performance lacked the sharpness and footwork he was once known for. Their consensus leans toward the belief that this fight carries real risk, especially considering the power and stamina of Mario Barrios. Many expect that if Manny can't keep up with the pace or absorb punishment like he used to, a knockout is not only possible, it's likely. While some admire his courage, most agree that stepping into the ring at 46 against a younger and active opponent is a dangerous gamble. Coach Joel Diaz offered his take on the matchup with a mix of respect and realism.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger. He's big. He's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments.
He acknowledged Pacquiao's legendary status and numerous accomplishments, but stressed that the reality of age cannot be ignored. Diaz mentioned that Barrios, being much younger, has the natural advantage of energy, recovery, and physical sharpness. In Diaz's opinion, even though Manny was once a master of speed and angles, those traits decline with time. One of the most pressing concerns is Manny Pacquiao's age and long-term inactivity. Having been away from professional competition for years, the physical and mental adjustments required to re-enter the elite level are immense. The time away from the ring affects not just cardio and muscle memory, but also adaptability to the evolving techniques of younger fighters. In boxing, where timing and rhythm are everything, even a small delay in reaction can result in a devastating blow. Manny's past greatness is undeniable,